Hello, welcome back to another video. Welcome back. Sorry I haven't been uploading in a while. This is the tier 7 cool wall. So same thing as the tier 6. If you haven't watched that video, please go watch it. I explained the rules there. I don't want to explain it again because I'm lazy. I'm that kind of person. Okay, so onto the actual topic here. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the Type 62. This thing is actually impressive because this is absolutely an awesome looking tank. Though it may look like a Russian tank, it's purely a Chinese indigenous design, so I think that's pretty cool. And it has that cool dragon camo. The dragon camo is one of the best looking fictional camos in this game, so yeah, I'll just put it there. Next, the M41D. Now if you don't know what this is, it's a Taiwanese tank. So the Americans sent to Taiwan to to bolster their armed forces. Anyway, this thing is just another bulldog. It's uncool. The AMX 1375. Now this is a really nice looking tank as well. It's an autoloader. It's pretty cool. 75mm cannon. It's pretty cool. It's a rear mounted turret design, which is unusual. It's very unorthodox, to say the least. So there's not really much to say about it, honestly. So I'm just gonna put it in the meh. Alright, AMX 1357. Now this is the same thing, but it's just a little bit uncooler because of the looks. The turret just is not. The turret is not. It does not look as good as the one on the 75. So yeah, I hope you understand. The SP1C, absolutely iconic piece of art right here. This is ice cold, and I respect anyone who can play this tank well. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it up there. T71, American prototype. They tried it kind of looks like the AMX 13, so it's just meh. There's not really much to say about it other than that it's small. That's basically it. Yeah, Bulldog. Walker Bulldog, very nice tank. It's pretty cool because I mean the name is nice. Bulldog. You mean the name a tank Bulldog? It's pretty beefy, you know. You gotta have the girth in the name. All right, now T49 ATM. This is absolutely. I actually don't know. I'm thinking it's uncool, honestly, because but the missile event where this was introduced, they had two camos. There was the missile salvo and the missile arsenal, which were very, very nice camouflages. So the event, I mean, this basically pivoted around the event, so this is cool. I put that up in the cool, and it looks good too. The LTTB. Now this is a Russian drift car, ice cold. T34-1, absolute banger of a look. This thing looks really, really good. And this also is one of the Chinese original, indigenous, locally developed designs. So I'm just gonna put it below the Type 62, but above the Bulldog, because this thing, well, I know that I'm not gonna talk about practicality here, but I'm just gonna say that this thing in tier 7 is just an absolute monster. The P43 turret is just not. It's a P43 bis, but without the bis, and they added the turret, so they just thumbs down. They ran out of ideas, essentially. The Leo. I don't know. It just doesn't look the part. It doesn't. I don't know. It just looks too subtle for a tank. to be honest. It looks like a mini. Looks like a T-34, but without the angles. You know what I'm saying? And then the T-34-100, they put 100mm on a T-34. What the hell are they thinking? Ice cold. Panther. I love this thing. The way it looks. It's absolutely iconic tank. Ice cold. No one cares about the 1 year of development before it, it was rushed into, war in real life, of course. No one cares about that shit. So I put that up in the ice cold section. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So VK3002D, they tried copying the T-34 again. Thumbs down. Unoriginal. Panther M10, they tried pulling a sneaky. So this is basically, Among Us. I shouldn't have said that. Ice cold. Cheery. Now this thing, there's not really much to say about it other than it's pretty fat. Ate too much sushi. Edelweiss. This is off of a game called Valkyria Chronicles, which is Japanese made, and I have to say that any tank from a game, like another game, is uncool. So I'm just gonna throw the Lupus, the Nameless. Yeah. I think they had another one at this tier. The Hafen, yes. This thing can go down there too. Anyway, Dracula. This thing is absolutely mean looking. It's a mean looking tank based off the AMX CDC, I believe. But just because, like, if I see a Dracula, like, I know I use it as well, but if I see a Dracula in battle, I'm gonna immediately think that that guy's an asshole. So I'm just gonna put them in the uncool section, but above the Valkyria Chronicle tanks. Yeah. So, okay, next. Y5 VLC BIS, thumbs down. No one wants an engine that goes imagine being the crew in the tank. You're gonna have to drive around always hearing that sound, and you're probably gonna die because it's so loud. The enemy's gonna just like, what's that sound? Oh, he's right there. See, it's not gonna work out. You're not gonna survive. And also, it just doesn't look good. I mean, it's hideous. So I'm just gonna throw in I thought they had another Y5 tank here. I guess not. No, that's strange. Alright, next. M4FL10. The French, it's basically like the Sherman VC Firefly. I mean, it's uncool. I mean, it's just, they just slapped the AMX 13 turret on the M4 chassis, so that's uncool. And it doesn't even look good. It's far from looking good, I have to say. It just doesn't match. The turret doesn't match the hull in any shape or form. So, okay, next. Comet. Absolutely awesome looking tank. Absolutely iconic. The name is awesome. Comet. They named it perfectly. Awesome. Ice cold. This is the coolest thing, honestly. T20. I think, if I remember correctly, I put the T21 in the cool section, and T21 minus 1 is T20, so meh. So I'm just gonna put it here. Yeah. Wait, no, put it. Yeah, there you go. Next, T23E3. The Nomad camouflage, which is the legendary camouflage on this thing, is actually really, really cool looking. I'd say this is pretty cool. And it has like this nice basket on the right side of the turret, so you can put in your like thermos and shit if you want to, whenever you're tired, you can just pop out of your commander's cupola and just like take a swig. Yeah, it's drinking with the boys. That's pretty cool. The T-26 Eagle 7. This is America personified. I mean, if you have a tank that's named Eagle, that's pretty much American. Except for the E75 TS. I just realized what I said. Alright, cool. This is... I mean, this eventually proceeded into the... Succeeded into the Pershing. Pershing is quite cool. I'm gonna put that up there. But it's less cool than the Nomad. Okay, next. T-43. Just... I mean, it's like a flatter chest T-34. It's meh. There's nothing really much to say about it. Alright, the T-44-85. Basically the same thing. I don't really know like what the tank, like what it serves, what purpose it serves. You know, it doesn't really look that good. Well, I mean, it does look good, but I mean, there's just I'm at a loss of words when looking at this tank. So. All right, the Rudy movie tank, uncool. KV-13 is like a mini IS one, I think. So it's like a pocket heavy tank, in a sense, and it looks okay. It could be better, so I put it above the AMX 1375. And no, the AMX 1375 looks a lot better, but it does look better than the 57, so I'll just put it there in the meh section. IS-2, Chinese one. The Chinese one is uncool. It's just a copy. AMX M445. The French tried. I don't know where to put it, honestly. It does look good, at least. I guess it'd go in the cool section, because I mean, for the size, it goes incredibly fast, and we all like fast tanks. You can make a bunch of memes out of it. The Tiger one, absolutely iconic. I'm putting it below the Panthers. The Panthers just looks better. And yeah, just the Tiger one. It's every wereabou's dream, so there you have it. Tiger P, crazily over-engineered Tiger one. It's uncool. I mean, what were they thinking? They should just stick to cars. VK4503, this one's also made by Porsche. This is uncool. Tankenstein, it has the Porsche Tiger hull. This is uncool. IS-2 Pravda SP. This is from the anime Großen Panzer. Anime is seriously cool. This is ice cold. But below the Tiger one, I mean, you know, you gotta appreciate the historical, the historical vehicles first before you add in the enemy tanks. So I believe there is, oh yeah, Predator Ultramarines. Warhammer is an awesome game. You should go check out the franchise. I'll put it in ice cold, but below the anime. The anime will win over it, I imagine. The Vindicator is also up there, but it doesn't look as good, so I'm just gonna put it down there. The Gravedigger, absolutely awesome name for a tank. I mean, you hear the name and you probably have chills on your back, you know. So, and you know, it has the dozer scoop. It has the shovel scoop on the front, so you can dig graves and rob it. And grave robbing is uncool, so I think it's uncool. But the name kind of saves it from the uncool place, so I'm gonna put it in the meh. And it doesn't look too good. It's just a name. It's impactful, if you know what I'm saying. All right, next, Smasher. It's just another KV2. It's uncool. It doesn't even look that good either. Maybe if they removed all the 3D decorations on that fucker, then probably it would look good. But otherwise, man, no. Vulcan, I don't even know what that is. Uncool. Lycan, uncool. but it does look better than the Tankenstein. So I'm just gonna put it up here. Yeah, Annihilator. Absolutely horrendous looking tank. I mean, the only reason why you guys play is because it's overpowered as fuck. But you know, look, I'm just gonna put it here. Yeah. But actually, no, it looks even worse than the Smasher. So, yeah, that's the best. All right, Black Prince. Now the name is awesome. It's basically a comet that ate too much fish and chips. So, like, I'm gonna put it below the comet. Yeah, it's nice. It's a good looking tank too, and don't get me wrong here. The FV201, it's like a mini Carnarvon. It looks good too. It's like a baby Centurion. Yeah, I think it's a baby Centurion. So I'm just gonna put it above the Type 62 because I think it looks no, actually no. Yeah, below the Type 62. It does have the legendary Union Jack camo, which doesn't look too good, but it's okay. Anyway, T29, it has a big head. If this were a person, they would be a total jerk to everyone, so it's uncool. M6, if you think the M6A1 was hideous, this one's even more hideous. This thing is a decrepit pile of shit. I'm just gonna put it uncool. No, wait, no, never mind. Thumbs down. This is all the way down there. I'm sorry. They managed to make something worse. Like, something that I didn't think they could make worse. If you know what I'm saying. IS-1, pretty cool, I have to say. Named after the man himself, the myth, the legend. I'm not talking about Scott Sterling. It's about Joseph Stalin. He's pretty cool. So I'll put it above the T-34-1. KV-3. It's like a KV-1 just like stretched, and they slapped a new turret on it. And I have to say, it doesn't look that good. Maybe it's just me. People have their preferences, you know. The turret doesn't really match the hull. Rather, I prefer the stock turret, which is the one from the T-150. So I think this is pretty uncool, but it does definitely look better than all the fictional tanks that we see. So yeah, just in front of the Lycan. Yes. IS-2 1945. Now, I don't know if this is historical or not. I didn't do my research. Please excuse me for that. I'm not that kind of person. This, just because of the camo, it looks pretty dope. So I'm just going to put it below the Pravda SP in the ice cooled section. The T-34-2G FT. So this thing is basically a T-34-1. I'm just gonna put it below it in the cool section. I mean, it's also a Chinese indigenous design, and it kind of looks good. So I gotta give it to them for that. All right, next, AMX AC MLE-46. This thing is one ugly monster. I'm just gonna put it down with the goose here. Yeah. The Yagged Panther. Oh yes, now we're talking. We're gonna put that behind the Panthers. Awesome. This Yagged Panther is extremely deadly machine built on the Panther hull. It also looks extremely beautiful. I mean, I just absolutely love the design of that thing with the overlapping suspension, German over engineering. Alright, Stuart Emil. Depression is pretty uncool. I might have said that Depression was cool last time, but I think it's uncool, so I changed my mind, you know. And it looks even uglier than Now, I know it doesn't even, at least they tried to make it symmetrical, okay? I'm just gonna give them that, and I'm just gonna put it up here. Yeah, that's appropriate. Actually, no, it looks cooler than a tiger, so yeah. Alright. E25, absolutely annoying piece of shit. I'm just gonna put it in meh. Well, no, uncool. The only reason why it's in meh because of the legendary camo. It looks quite nice with the thunderbolts on the side. Alright, next. Cheeto SPG. Yeah, as I said again, it's a Japanese tank that sounds like an American snack, so it's just thumbs down. Helsing. The Helsing is a double barrel shotgun beast of a tank, but if you're riding in it, I think you're an asshole, so it's around the same as the Dracula. But below the Dracula, because the Dracula looks infinite times cooler than the Helsing. The WZ-135 GFT Blaze. Now, if you don't know what this tank is, it was released in the Lunar New Year event. Sorry, my English. And this was released along with the Glacial, which is at tier 8. It's an okay looking tank. This tank is okay. I really like the camo. They could actually work on the quality, as in the resolution of the camo, to around maybe 2K, and it would look fantastic. Otherwise, there's nothing really much to say about it. And the camo does look better than the one on the E25, so I'm just gonna put it up there. Alright, next, AT7. AT7 sounds like something from Star Wars. I think that's pretty cool. But Star Wars fans are uncool, so it's meh. Yeah. AT-15A, also the same thing. It sounds like something from Star Wars, but it definitely is better than the AT7 because the AT7 is absolutely hideous in terms of looks, and the AT-15A is just a little bit better. The Challenger. Now, I know that this thing is it looks okay, I guess, but honestly, I liked the Dodge Challenger better, so I think this is gonna go in the uncool section, and I guess it looks better than the Tiger P. Yeah, I'll just put it up there. Yeah, the T25 AT it's not that bad. Definitely looks better than Tiger P, and just put it there. The T25-2, this looks infinite times better than the T25 AT. But I also have nothing to say about this. I'm just gonna put this right here. It's just bordering. I mean, the looks is good. I really like the looks. T28 Concept. It does have the American camouflage that's patriotic as fuck. But it kind of, still, it looks even worse than the AT7. Well, actually, I don't know about that. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Right, next. SU-152. Now, this thing is a Derpman's dream. And it really, have you seen the muzzle brake on the 152 cannon on that thing? It looks like a cheese grater. It looks absolutely menacing. And so, put this in the cool. But above the IS, I think it looks better than the IS. It's just, it looks scary when you see it looking at you. You're gonna have like a heart quenching kind of death looking in your eyes kind of feeling. Yeah. So, all right, next, SU-122-44. This looks like the T-34-2 GFT kind of, but I think this looks a little bit better, so I'm just gonna put it there. Yeah. The SC100M1, this thing is absolutely hideous. I don't know what they were thinking. There's nothing really much to say about it either. but does still look better than the AT-15A, so I'm just gonna put it there. Actually, no, I'm gonna change the Gravedigger down here. The Gravedigger looks infinitely times worse than the AT-7. That's just me, I guess. Alright, next. The last one, the IC-122S. This thing has a cool camo. It has a roof-mounted machine gun. This is pretty cool, I guess. It's the white stripes and all. But if you already have the SE-152, why would you want this? So this is pretty uncool. I'm gonna have to put it above the SU-100M1. It doesn't even look that good either. So yeah, so here you have it, the tier 7 cool wall. If you have any complaints, then please yell at me in the description below.